If you're planning a trip to Tokyo, you are definitely going to be doing some shopping, so why not check out some cool art shops along the way. I previously did a video where I shared 5 of my favorite art stores in Tokyo, and those were the big boys. So if you haven't seen that video yet, you can. But in this video, I went back on a recent trip and found 5 more shops that I think might be worth your time. The best part about the 5 stores that I'll be sharing is that they're all in one place. We love convenience. A little bit of context, a little bit of my qualifications before the video starts. Certified shopper artist. I have an online store and I make art online for the past 4 or 5 years. So I'm guilty of shopping for craft materials that I don't always use. But it brings me a lot of joy. I think that's the important part. Without further ado, let me take you along to the beautiful neighborhood of Jimbocho. If you haven't heard of Jimbocho, it is an old book street. It was known as like a businessy area and then it just kind of got converted. It's literally never ending. I'm trying to walk down this one street to get to my first stationery stop of the day, and every single corridor has a bookstore. It's also right next door to a music street. Lots of guitar shops, music shops, things like that. But this is all concentrated in one area. It's along the Hanzomon line, the purple line I believe, and I love that it's never really ever too crowded. Once you get out of the station, I think naturally you'll gravitate towards one of the big main areas. Every single time I'm there, I just so happen to walk onto this one shotengai, this shopping street. Even without looking for directions on the map, I just end up here. They have everything from like polished, more curated bookstores to like old vintage magazine collectors. A lot of the exteriors of the shops are very visually exciting as well. It's kind of hard to pick and choose which to go into if you only have a couple of hours, so like if you're anything like me and you can't make decisions and you just want to see everything, good luck. No advice. It's an adviceless column here. When I went to check out these art stores, that was my first time ever visiting the neighborhood, and I was so pleasantly surprised. Every single corner you look around, there were bookstores everywhere in all kinds. I think this is, in general, a really nice place for you to explore if you like maybe old posters, magazines, books. They even have CDs, but mainly books in Japanese. I think you can also find little gift shops dotted everywhere. I was just kind of overwhelmed because there were so many shops and choices. If you really wanted to see everything, I think a day wouldn't be enough. Let's head to our very first stop, which is Bunpodo. The kanji is literally bunbogu, stationery, do, like place, building, room, stationery, building, place, room. We're at Bunpodo. They had 2 stories at this store, so immediately stepping into this place, it's not like a specific gift shop, but it is very gift shoppy on the first floor. Lots of cat-themed goods if you're into that, but they have a wide range of very crafty, like DIY gifts. So compared to the rest of the stores that I will be listing, these had the most souvenir-like items that you could buy. Very fun to look around. It's not that big, but I think that's why it's niche. Of course, they had your typical selection of paints, stationery that you need, crayons, everything, the typical stuff. But they have a really nice selection of postcards as you walk up the stairs to the 2nd floor, which is a weird place to put them because like if you want to shop, you kind of have to stop in the middle of the stairs and block people. But I'm a postcard girl. I can't help it. I like postcards, so I did block people. If you remember the very first part of my art stationery video, you would know that I love art niche books. And these are books that you can't find anywhere else. Your typical bookstores like Kinokuniya, Tsutaya, they do have art books and graphic design books, that kind of thing. But there is a special selection that you can find at Village Vanguard, Sekaido, which I mentioned in my first video, and then here at Bunpodo. They have a small selection, just a really small section of books. I bought stuff. What can I say? I'm guilty. What can I say? And then for some reason, they had this corner of food-themed things, and I love things that look like they can be eaten. So I did buy a bunch of stationery and I think some blind box erasers. I thought they were snacks, but actually in hindsight, it was a stationery store, so it would have seemed obvious that they were actually erasers and not snacks. Imagine my disappointment when I opened them and I thought I was getting a little snack. Generally, not bad. All in all, a pretty good shop. It was a little bit crowded because I think it's one of the bigger, more popular ones at this area. But I think the special part about it is the cat-themed things. Even the store has a giant cat on it. Okay, so this is my haul from Bunpodo. You know what's gonna be really fun? I filmed this video a year ago. This haul of stationery that I bought a year ago has been just sitting somewhere in my studio for a year. Both you and I don't know what I got. Exciting. Okay, let's go. I did buy books. I'm so good at choosing books, honestly. Like, wow. I even have the receipt. I spent a total of 5,772 yen here. Okay, interesting, I got one marker. This is my favorite brand of marker. I love Procky. Procky! I don't know why they just don't have this in Singapore. And I literally have one on my table right with me. I always get the big boy. I use this side of the tip for all of my decorating of boxes when I ship out my packages. So I have never seen a thin version, so I think I got one of these. Random little Miffy memo pad. Oh, the designs are so nice actually. Pleasant surprise. I will be using this for my Patreon mail. You see, I can justify my purchases because I actually use my stationery, but like, I really love the designs on this one. I'm very sure I bought four snack erasers, and I opened 2 of them a year ago. I don't know where they are now, but we have 2 more. I feel like we should open them together. That would be fun. Parapeko flavor. Okay, hungry flavor. Oh, it's a little diner themed snack eraser. I want to see if I can guess it based on the smell. It smells like pudding. Oh, it smells yummy and disgusting at the same time. Oh, okay. It's waffle. Oh, waffle? Waffle. It smells like caramel pudding. Who am I to say anything? Okay, then we'll go for the green one, which I forgot what the theme was, but let's just see whether we can, based on smell. Oh, it smells kind of similar, but it smells like chocolate. Okay. Oh, chocolate cake. What can I say? She's good. I'm good. Chocolate cake with a kitty on it. When am I gonna use this? I don't think I'll ever use this. It's for shits and giggles, but let me see if I mean, I do need an eraser. So now just like when I use the erasers, everything is gonna stink. Great. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, what a gift to myself, because I forgot I had this. And then we have 3 books. Wow. A collection of canned food labels made in Japan. I'm so glad I got this. Are you fucking kidding me? Even the directory, look at the... So they were like, okay, so this is one for fruits, vegetables, seafood, fish, and they're all like separated into sections. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Retro packaging seal collection. Oh my god, I just fucking love packaging design and the cover. I'm sorry, just... Oh, so good. Oh my god. Just like little stickers that have been designed when you put on fruits or your packaging. You see, they're all little different elements of packaging design. I just love. Wow. Even having gone to Japan 5 times last year, these are books I've only seen at Jimbocho, which is amazing. Damn. Oh, great buy. Okay, and the last book that I got is Showa Retro Gacha. I bought this. They even featured the older gacha machines on the back, but these are just collections of old gacha toys. So imagine like you don't want to spin the gacha because you have no place to put them and you can't keep them. A collection in a book. Just like pictures of toys. Oh my. I'm so sorry that you don't have this book. Please. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with my purchases. Okay, that's my haul from Jimbocho. I would recommend it if you have time to go and you like cats. Our second stop is a very, very specialty niche shop. If you're into Hobonichi, great news. This is for you. We are checking out a store called Tobichi, which specializes in Hobonichi goods. Let me check out the official definition of what Hobonichi is, because I personally do not do the Hobonichi thing, but I know my fellow art girlies and like crafting people love it. Which is why I found this shop for you. Hobonichi is a Japanese company that designs and makes daily planners, notebooks and other products. It's designed to be versatile and to accommodate different lifestyles. It can also be described as a life book. So I feel like it's a different type of journaling that helps people organize things. Now it's become a really big company and they have specific goods as well. Personally, I learned of Hobonichi through my friend Megan Wang. I watched her studio vlogs and I was like, that's interesting. So the storefront is not the most obvious and you can go from the side of the building. I got a little bit lost, so this is just a disclaimer if you do go there. When I got into the store, immediately I was greeted by a very sparse layout. So this store, not very big. But also I later found out that one part of the store was closed off for a special exhibition, so I only got to see a little bit of it. Of course, they had your typical planners for the year. I don't think I've seen any of these other things in the other stores, and it's not specifically a stationery store. So they had a lot of lifestyle goods like plushies, pillows, apparel, very specific things like Hobonichi haramaki, like a towel, I guess because it's a lifestyle good. To give you an idea of what kind of niche stationery we're talking about, it's like a selection of glue tapes. Like a whole selection of just glue tapes. You see what I mean? I don't see this anywhere else. I did get to talk to the storekeeper, and they also introduced that they do have an Hobonichi app that will show their latest apparel, merchandise, events and stuff related to Hobonichi, the Hobonichi lifestyle.
シンガポールでも人気があるのかなと思って。
Hobonichi? あるよ。アメリカでも人気。そう、だからこの店をなんか紹介したいと思った。
なんかちょっと今、いつもはこっちに展示スペースで展示してるんですけど、ちょっと今ちょうど間の。
Kind of a shame that I didn't get to see the second part of the store because I think it was at least half. So hopefully when you get to go, it will be a different experience and you get to see a wider range of lifestyle goods. This will be the place where you can get specifically things for your journal if you're doing the Hobonichi journal. The only thing I got from this store was a little gacha that I saw. I feel like we have to do the gacha. It's 300 yen, $3, and you get a cute little pin badge. I have the coins. We'll see if it's fake. I like this one. But I feel like this one's cute too. Awesome. No haul from Tobichi, but let's go on to our third spot, which might be my personal favorite. I visited it a couple of times after this because I love it so much. Welcome to Tools. Right away, straight from the logo outside the building, I was like, okay, they get it. Cute. 2 O's are eyes. Similar concept. When you go in, the first store is very gift shoppy. I think this store has the most extensive range of washi tapes. I go check out all the washi tapes at every single store, and I like this one the most. Don't know why, it's just so good every single time. I think someone is curating the selection, but it's just based on my expertise. Really good. Lots of paper selection as well. I don't know what makes this store so special. I just really like the vibes of the place and the selection that they have. I think it's well curated. I think that's the point. They also have a section of books. Bonus points. But their selection is slightly bigger than the first store we talked about. They had tons of paper goods, like paper writing sets, postcards, and lots of little knickknacks. Fan of knickknacks. Dinosaur-shaped rulers, for example. The general layout of the shop is also very welcoming. It's never crowded. Every single time I've been, it's a really pleasant shopping experience. I think that's what I enjoy about it. A lot of these places can feel very overwhelming. It can be like there's so much from the floor to ceiling, but this store just feels like organized and the selection is great. So I love it. Likewise, this store has a second story, which is always great. We love selection. They carry very painting specific things. I know they sell some lifestyle items like jackets. They also have big craft bags that you can put in your canvases, stuff that might help artists out, but it's just like little knickknacks here and there. This is where you'll find your typical paints, crayons, you know, pigments, and they have a whole section of like different weighted paper in small batches. That's very helpful for people like me who are probably just experimenting and you don't really want to invest in lots of paper. You can try little different sheets. And there's also like an attendant on the second floor, so like you can ask them questions specific to this niche, and I think that's very helpful. They have a resin section. If you're into crafts, handicrafts, DIY, they have that. I had no idea what to expect when I got to the store, but I'm so glad that I found this because I got a little confused with this store and the next store that I was going to recommend, but I'm glad we went. This is my haul from Tool. Cute logo you see here. Oh, I found the other 2 erasers. Root beer one, which also smells like pudding. Oh, some kind of grilled pancake. Don't know what kind of yaki. I've never eaten this before, but it's a custard pancake, which probably also smells like pudding. I guess they all have one smell. The very first thing I got is this pencil sharpener. I stood there for the longest time because they have 4 variations and they're all good. So I put out a little poll on Instagram to ask my followers which one I should get. By a unanimous decision was this one. So cute! I forgot about this. Am I even gonna use this? You can't go wrong with primary colors. Then I got a Miffy crayon set. They literally only have like the Miffy themed colors. Yellow, orange, green, blue, brown, grey, black and white. Here's the good part. What's in here? I forgot. Got lots of washi tape to use now. 2 tubes of gouache paint. One in cobalt blue and one in light blue. I think I wanted to do something at that point of time. Then I forgot. Can you see this? 10 rolls of washi tape. She's excellent. 2 Mifi washi tapes. I love the color scheme of the one in blue and green. And this one is like a classic star themed Mifi with gold glitter embellished on it. Then I got 4 from the food themed section. You saw it just now. Do you see how many nice designs there were? I love the use of the foil here. It kind of accentuates the design. It reminds me of the hard candy we used to have as children. You know, you go to the store and it like that one. Just melon soda and 1 of Pandorobo. Do you know this guy? Do you know who Pandorobo is? I love his lore. I love the story. They have books. You've probably seen them in like gacha machines and stuff. But this is my first Pandorobo washi tape. Oh, I literally have a section of Pandorobo figurines at the front of my door. But yeah. If you happen to see the book, go and read the book. The story is really funny. I got a postcard pack. Basically, it's like thicker postcard paper with the texture on the front for watercolor or paint, so you can directly paint onto a postcard. I can't wait to go back again. Out of the entire list, this one's my favorite. Our next store is Lemon Gasui. By the way, I tried to plan these shops in order of like convenience, so like if you really wanted to, you can just go according to this order and the road should not be too far away. Like it's probably a convenient route. What I read from Google is Lemon Gasui is a specialty shop for architecture students or like architects. I just saw craft shop and I was like, first floor, very overwhelming. Oh, did I mention this building is 5 stories tall? But like not in a Itoya type way. Itoya is probably the biggest one and the most famous one is in Ginza that everyone goes to. So if you're expecting something like that, don't. It's very different. The basement floor is where they have some photocopying services and printers, so you can use that. I think it's very convenient for students, so imagine that's the kind of place this is. The first floor, it's kind of like a gift shop as well, but the staff weren't very friendly here, so I did secretly film. I remember the store having lots of prints, postcards, and washi tape as well, but the selection was personally wasn't as good as tools. Very cute and cozy, but also very squishy. Imagine like a dark academia type library vibe. Everything was very close together, small pathways, very crowded because I think this was like the only floor of really shopping. So underwhelming for me. They have all the typical stuff. The rest of the floors are more interesting. As you make your way up to the other floors, you can tell it really is a stationery store, but not for regular people like me and you. There are lots of rulers, specific pens, markers, papers. I was kind of just taking it all in as I walked around. I don't do architecture. I've never been to art school, so what do I know? There's also no elevator. In Itoya, there's escalators and lifts, but this one is all stairs. What I thought was a cute little detail is that on every single floor, they have a small showcase of like works from students, I think from a neighboring school or something, but it's just like little showcases of how the things are used or like past work. A whole section for corrugated paper, different boards that you might need. They have miniatures and things that you might need for architecture, a little cultural. I'm sure there's a word for this. I'm blanking. Checking my haul, I don't think I got anything from Lemon Gasui because it's too specialized and I would just be buying stuff for the sake of it, so I didn't get anything. But then, the moment I stepped out of Lemon Gasui, I saw another stationery store from across the street. It looked very regular, but I still just went over to see what's up, pleasantly surprised. Here we are at a regular stationery shop called Maruan. What pulled me in were the postcards. I think when I was 20, the first time I went to Japan, I saw these postcards that had music. Direction of life shifted, brain chemistry changed, mind blown. But I couldn't find it at that old store, so I was just like, I can't show you what I mean. And then I found it in Maruan. This is the little postcard section. So it would say, push. Oh my god, so summer vibes. This is what I was talking about. They had like birthday songs and little like onsen sounds. I think that's all we have for the sound postcards. But they're so cute, right? I'm sure there's more out there. Maybe some for every season, but that's just for summer. Anyway, let's go into the shop. When you walk in, it really is just your typical stationery store. If you're in Singapore, the local equivalent would be just like a Popular, so you can get everything from files to papers to like school supplies. They also have like a section for stickers and kid stuff. Lots of formal hagakis, postcards, letters, envelopes, of course washi tape. But yeah, I just really wanted to show you the postcards. Okay, No, they have Dancing Queen. I kind of want to play it, but I know it's going to be loud. Should I press it? I think I did get stuff from the store in the end. Not the postcards though. This is my haul from Maruan. I spent 2,000 yen here, $20. A bunch of really huge smiley face stickers. This one's as big as my face. And these two, oh, it literally comes with an envelope on the back. So you can just gift this to someone or seal the envelope shut with a giant smiley face. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe just stick a giant one on my fridge. I will. She just keeps coming up with great ideas. I got 3 pens and they're all friction pens. These are my favorite types of pens to journal and write Japanese in. I just don't know why. I think the tip works really well and the colors are just convenient. So these are great for my classes. But then I stopped going to class. Now I have 3 pens. I love these. I haven't seen this in any of the other stationery shops, so it's a little memo pad, but like, check this out. When you open it, literally a scene of Mount Fuji. And then when you open it again, it's 4 different designs. I want to make a product like this. It's so good. This is Tokyo related. Oh my god. So when you open it up, Shibuya Crossing. Aww. And this one is like Tokyo Tower, Asakusa area. This one is near the Sky Tree. This one is the Shibuya Crossing, but there's also the airport. And I think this is near Tokyo Station with Rainbow Bridge. This is great design. You see what I mean? Like a great souvenir, honestly. So glad I got these. Hidden gem. That's what Maruan is. A hidden gem in the middle of the street, disguised as a regular stationery shop. You can find good things anywhere, you just gotta take your time to look at it. So as I walked along the street, I thought that was the end of my day. Those were the 4-5 shops that I wanted to go and see. And then I stumbled upon one more store. This one is along that very popular big street that I mentioned previously. And it is kind of more like a mom and pop shop, which might be some people's personal preference to go and support. Very small, typical stationery shop. Something enticed me to go in there. They have lots of character goods sitting out front. I was drawn in by the Sanrio and the Sumiko Gurashi. Not much to say, it really is just a typical store, but then they had some blind boxes for erasers. So I think I got some. You must be thinking, how many erasers does one girl need? I could ask myself the same question. This is my haul from Miyata. Just one eraser. And there's only one design I want. Obviously it's the shrimp one. We gotta have the shrimp one. This is so dumb. I did not need this. There are 6 designs and we want 1 out of 6. Will we get it today? I feel like it has manifested, marinating in the packaging for a year. It might work in our favor. I'm feeling good about it. What about you? What do you think? Do you want to see it before I see it? I think you should see it before I see it. Is it good? Can you see the design? Tell me. Alright, I mean it's it's cute. We got the polar bear. Look at the... So it's not just like the wrapping, but like the actual eraser is the bear. It's cuter than the fruit themed ones. Oh wait, I take that back. It also smells bad. Is there a gap in the market for nice smelling erasers? Because I will fill it. I will make my own Sad Shrimps eraser that actually smells good. But it's also like, why do I keep going back? There's an addictive quality about this. That's my haul. Okay, we don't promote overconsumption here. I just get what I need. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 erasers. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. Those are the shops that I would love to recommend to you if you have time, if you're in Tokyo, you're looking for new art stores and you've already visited all of the big boys, all of the main ones that I've recommended in my very first art store video. I hope you enjoyed this one. They all have their unique qualities, but I think you can pick and choose 1 or 2 to go to and then go and visit the actual old bookstores that they have lined up on the streets. Let me know if you do manage to visit any of these stops. What was your favorite thing that I've shared or favorite store that you will want to go to? Thank you so much for waiting. I know it's been a while since the very first part, but I'm glad that I eventually got to share it with you. I will be on a hunt for more, either in Japan or Korea maybe. A very special shout out to my patrons for supporting me and for making all of this possible so I can continue making art and the videos that you love. If you want to support me, check out my art and my shop. All the links will be in the description box down below. Happy to have you here. I will see you in the next video sometime soon. Take care. Until then, bye.